This is the person. My mom was very supportive.
A consistent team. Like I find like our team like changes from the other
Well, welcome back to our latest episode of the Autobody Source podcast. Happy Friday, everyone. We are very, very excited to have everyone here. We're pleased today to be here with some of our newest and favorite friends in the automotive and motorsports community. We have with us Elaine Larsen and Josette Roach. Elaine is president of Larsen Motorsports. You may know her as a lady who's often behind the wheel of a flaming jet car. She's the founder of Larsen Industries, founder of Blazing Trails 501c3 nonprofit organization, and she's a two-time world champion jet car winner. She is accompanied by Josette Roach. Josette is Larsen Motorsports House of Color jet dragster driver and the team's grant development officer for Blazing Trails. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We just ran into you ladies at the SEMA show recently. And before that, we were pleased to have you as the featured cover guest articles in our Autobody Source print publication. And today we are here chatting on the subject of finding your STEAM path with your motorsports charity, Blazing Trails. I thought it was noteworthy, Elaine, this impact that you have had, of course, in motorsports. Just this week, you marked a milestone in your career. Is that right?
Absolutely. I was blessed to be able to be inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. And it's not necessarily for what I've done on the track, which, that's been fun too, but it's been for what we've done off the track and being able to help this new generation, this next generation, to be able to find their path, be able to find their spark, like I was able to find mine and Josette was able to find hers. So we had a ceremony down in Jacksonville, I should say up in Jacksonville. And it was pretty darn cool because there was some really neat inductees in the class of 2023. So I'm in the books now. So pretty cool.
That is awesome. So what is STEAM for people who are not familiar with it? We'll kick off our discussion.
So it's science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And a lot of times people forget that art. And for me, it kind of pulls everything together. So a lot of kids are interested in science, and if you ask them what their favorite thing in school is, it's either science or math. But for me, it was always the arts. I always like to make things pretty, whether it was with photographs or be able to draw or words, be able to write something that people could kind of connect with. So it's trying to maybe connect those dots and take what they learn in the classroom and to be able to directly apply it to a career, something that they love, like Josette's been able to do.
That's awesome. How does something like that translate to an automotive or auto body career for a student?
Oh, it relates totally with it. There's science involved with the chemistry of the paint, how it goes on the car, because all of, painting a car is an art form. Whether it's going to be one solid color or maybe you're going to put some cool graphics on it. When you're making the car, like with our jet cars, they're totally customized for our purpose, for our driver. So all of the engineering, the manufacturing, the design that goes into that, plus the beautiful House of Color paint that goes on the car. There's a whole team of students that work together to make sure it meets the needs of our company.
So us two girls, we like to go fast. I've been on a quarter-mile drag strip, 296 miles an hour. And Josette, how fast have you been?
I've gone 281 miles per hour in 5.72 seconds.
So, the body work on the car, how slippery we can make the car is really important to make it aerodynamically smooth and getting it through the air as quick and fast as possible. So we can only do so much sitting in the driver's seat, and then we have to rely on everyone else to make sure our cars stay slippery, fast, and safe.
Yeah. What are ways that you guys get kids that were interested or more interested than I'm sure they already are in cars and all things automotive? What does that look like?
Well, it's just how I met Josette. I've been drag racing for 21 years, really drag racing for 30 years, driving a jet car for 21 years. So I met her at a racetrack, and she just walked over to me and she started talking to me, and I gave her my card. And I said, the next step is walking through the door. And she finally did it. It took her a few times, but, so we go to you, so we either can go to you, we can come to your schools, or you can come to us. Now, we're located in Palm Bay, Florida, right in the heart of the Space Coast. So we do everything from races to air shows to STEM events, trade shows like we were just at SEMA, right, Josette?
Yep. We visit your schools as well. We also have an online component. So sometimes, if your school, I don't know, for example, we've had schools out in Kentucky, and we've actually zoomed into the classrooms because, sometimes the event that they're having, the date might not work with our race schedule. So, Zoom makes it to where we can go into any classroom all across the country.
Yep. And so you just mentioned that we were actually at an event that you were able to go to. And so we actually have a video that kind of shows you a little bit what happens at the event. If you want to play that, that's kind of cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's take a look.
So for that event, we actually had, gosh, how many kids were there, Josette?
I think we had 350, as I recall.
350. That was in Martin, Michigan, one of my hometowns. And it was kind of cool because we were able to contact the local schools and be able to talk to them. So we had Fez on hand that talked to him about the custom graphics. And, he was showing him just by a flick of a wrist how you can change the airbrushing. And he actually gave the airbrush over to some of the kids and had them give a shot at trying it. And, you never know until you try. So that was kind of cool.
That's
and you
awesome.
got to see, what did it feel like to stand between the jet cars?
I can say it was like nothing I imagined. It was amazing. There was more ground movement of the ground than I thought. I thought it was, and the sound was incredible. I can say my favorite part, next to that, of course, was actually helping you guys load the parachutes into the jet car. I thought that was a highlight of my day.
So
and signing autographs. I was
signing autographs, yeah, because we're all superstars, right? So
Yeah.
these cars from nose to tail are custom built. So they're 27 feet long. They're powered by a General Electric JD5 jet engine off from an F5 or T38. Everything is custom built. So Josette's House of Color car was a brand new one. She has a 2023. She has the newest car in our stable. And, she's been behind the wheel for how long now?
Since May. The car actually debuted in May, but I got licensed back in 2021. So this is my second year as the House of Color Jet Dragster driver.
So instead of, it's great that we're drivers and it's fun, but it's like when we're going down the track, that only takes about 5.5 seconds. What do we do with the rest of our day? And, both of us have the opportunity, and you saw the rest of our team has the opportunity to be able to engage. The part that I love about drag racing is that every pass is a pit pass. So that means that you can come in, you can talk to the drivers, you can talk to the crew, you can maybe help pack a parachute or two, and be able to understand what this world of high performance vehicles looks like and where do you fit in. So from everything from race operations to the EMS to be able to help us, to be able to painting the race car, fabricating the race car, welding on the pipes, There's just a little bit of everything. And so I think that's what drew you into wanting to be with us.
Yep. I think, before I hooked up with Larsen Motorsports, what they opened my eyes to was all the career paths that are involved with motorsports. And then, of course, in all industries, because, when I would think of a race team, I would think driver, crew chief. But, it's the whole team that's involved with it. We have a welder, we have, the guys working on the jet engines, we have fabricators, we have lawyers, because someone has to make all these contracts, that we have with the racetracks, the contracts that we have with our drivers, so many contracts. And then, of course, doctors, because not only do our drivers have to be physically fit enough to drive the cars, but we have to have our crew be physically fit enough. So that goes into nutrition as well. And so that was like the most eye-opening thing for me, was all of the careers that are involved with just one car. And then, of course, when you're a whole team, you're making multiple cars, but every person that touches just that one car, it's truly amazing.
That is, I thought that was amazing too. On the school side of things, you guys are very well connected with the academic community. Are there steps that a school can take to get involved, or get their students and parents and administrators involved in a field trip, an educational event like this?
Absolutely. It's real easy. The first thing you have to do is just visit blazingtrails.info and sign up to get more information. And so then what we do is we look at where your school is located and see if a visit is actually able to be done. If it is, then we start contacting you and setting up the time, the dates, and what we can do for you. As much hands-on stuff that we can do, is imperative, because we want to take what you're learning in the classroom and directly apply it to a career path. And I think sometimes, I'm that kid who wants to know why, why everything, why do I need to learn this? And so to me, to be able to connect those dots is really important. To, why do we need to know those complex math problems? We want to see how fast Josette's going to go down the track, and we want to be able to target the exact trajectory for the jet car to go. So I think that, that's important. So it's really easy. And if we can't, we can always virtually Zoom in and be able to take you around the shop. We're located here right on Florida's Space Coast, in the heart of the technology corridor. We work with great universities like Florida Institute of Technology. And so what we do with them is we have 18 interns that come in, and they work every single day, and they come up with the concept design, full-on fabrication. And then what those interns do is they actually mentor the high school students that we get to come through the field trips. And so that's great, because then you can connect a high school student to a college student. The college students, we actually connect, and we have mentors that are in industry. Companies like Northrop Grumman, Siemens Digital Industries, Sherwin-Williams, House of Color, to be able to, especially if you want to be a painter, how do you start? Do you need to go to school? Can you just get, certified? Can you just start working at a shop? A lot of kids have all these questions, and they just don't know where to go to get the answers. And unfortunately, as parents, we only know what we know. And so, to be able to find those answers and ask, and be able to have us kind of go through our talent pool. So for me, it's not only if you want to be a student, if you want to be a mentor, please visit blazingtrails.info. If you're a painter out there, if you're in the Autobody industry, and you say, you know what, I have something to give. I wish I would have known when I was starting out these things. Those are so valuable to these kids, to not have to waste their time. These kids want to hit the ground running, just like Josette did.
That is beyond encouraging and inspiring. And to know that you guys have done this for the past 20 or so years.
21 years. We've been able to affect over 100,000 students. And not only do we do that, we actually help with scholarships. Through the help of House of Color and Sherwin-Williams, we were able to raise thousands of dollars at the SEMA show, because gifted artists gave up their time and their talent to be able to sell pieces of art. And then 100% of those proceeds go to scholarships in the automotive industry. So whether you want to start your own store, whether you want to learn how to paint, how to customize, whether you just need help in getting certified in a certain area, again, visit blazingtrails.info, because here's the cool news is we have money to give. And, it's a shame when it just sits in the checking account and it's not out there helping people. And so, if this is something that you're interested in and you want to find a path and you want to be able to find the source, I know Autobody Source, that, they're a great source of being able to help connect the dots and be able to do that. You just need to be able to go out there, research, do a little bit of work, and then the funds and the money is there for you.
Same goes with the school. If you're watching this and you know you have a group of students or you want to meet with us and to set up the scholarship program at your school, definitely go to blazingtrails.info, reach out to us, because again, we do have that scholarship money.
Elaine, Josette, this has been a pleasure as always. We are always happy to be your soundboard, help get the message out on this fantastic, unique educational opportunity for students, for school, and for the automotive and community at large, and motorsports community.
Yep.
Thank you again for joining us. We are excited to always share what you have in store, and we will definitely be looking to catch up with you again in the future.
This girl's going to be going fast next weekend, so you got to keep up with her on her social, man. It's hard to keep up with her, but she is blazing her own trail, and she is proof positive that hard work and dedication pays off. And if you really have that spark in your belly and you really have the guts to go for it, just like her, she's a professional race car driver. She is 100% living her dream, and I think that that's pretty dang cool.
It is. Where's your next race?
It is in Belrose, Louisiana, No Problem Raceway.
Although this girl does not like crawfish, so she's in trouble. But
I
it's
like
not shrimp. Yeah,
jambalaya.
Yeah, we got to get some boudin sausage. We got to go out there and have some fun. So it's one of our more favorite races. And then we have a couple more races to end the season out. But make sure you keep up with it. Watch our social channels and visit blazingtrails.info, because again, if you have questions, the hardest thing to do is ask, and then it's so easy. That's what she did.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you make us all want to sign up and learn how to drive.
Listen, there is no age limit. I'm 56 years old and I still live my dream, and I still go out there and want to know why and how and what. So don't think because you're not 16, 17 years old, dreams can still happen. I didn't start jet racing until I was 36 years old, and I've been doing this now, so I think it's never too late to find your passion. Awesome.
Well, we are all fired up, as you guys are already often are, and we want to keep it going. So we are going to continue to help spread the word on behalf of you, on behalf of the Autobody Source team. We thank you. We thank House of Color, Sherwin-Williams, Florida Tech, and Larsen Motorsports and Blazing Trails. Thank you both, and the team. Tell Zach and everyone. And the Piper, the little jet driver.
Hold on, you got to meet the last member of the team if you can find him. He's taking a little nap. We just got blessed with a brand new member of the team. He is 3 months old. It is Piper the Pug. So you too can meet Piper the Pug.
How old is he?
He is just shy of 3 months old. So yep. He's a heartbreaker. You got to watch it. Yep.
I see that. But he's got his racing harness on though. So
he's got his little work shirt. We call it his work shirt. He's got to go to work. He's got to come here. Got to build the jet cars.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Well, I'm sure the students are going to fall in love with him when they're out there with you.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's great. Well, we will look to catch you guys on one of your next pit stops, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.
All right. Have a good one.